Good morning, children. Yesterday we had started with a new chapter, that is changes around us, and after that chapter we have come to know that lot of changes are taking place inside our in the environment, inside our home, inside our schools, within our body. So lots of changes are taking place. We had done 3 activities to show that there are changes which can be reversed back, and there are some changes which cannot be reversed back. So on the basis of this, we can easily conclude that there are changes that can be reversed back, which are known as reversible changes. So reversible changes are changes which can be reversed back. And second type of changes, which are known as irreversible changes, are non-reversible. They cannot be reversed back. So we can give many examples in reversible changes. मान लीजिए कल हमने एक्टिविटी में भी किया था, आप डो से फियर में you have seen a potter. If it is making a shape out of mud, the shape has not come well, so he will just make another shape out of it. Then he can again, if the shape is not proper according to him, then again he will just break it and give a new shape to the mud. So this is a reversible change. Now once the pot has been made, the shape has been fixed, and he puts that particular pot in an oven and bake it. Once the pot is baked, it will not be changed into the mud, and now the shape has been fixed because it has undergone the process of baking. So now the process will become irreversible. It cannot be changed back. Similarly, a reversible process may, suppose you inflate a balloon, the shape changes, the size changes, but as you release the air, the balloon comes back into its original shape and size. So that is a reversible change. Irreversible change, you can take the same example. Suppose the balloon is pricked with a pin and it just bursts out, then it cannot be brought back. So we can give many examples of both reversible and irreversible changes. Now moving further, so sometimes there are if we want to bring a change, there are many different things or processes by which we can bring the change. So we will now move to your book and see what is next. Now after this, we had categorized different type of processes in reversible and non-reversible. Now moving further, there is a topic which says that could there be other ways to bring a change? क्या हम किसी और तरीके से भी चेंजेस ला सकते हैं? Yes, हम खुद भी चेंजेस ला सकते हैं. Now the example which is elaborated in your books is the example of the gardening tools. Gardening tools आपने देखे होंगे, खुरपा देखा होगा, then there is a sickle जिससे हम दराती, जिसको हिंदी में कहते हैं, और जिससे हम अपनी फसलें काटते हैं. तो if you have seen those tools, you must have seen that those tools have an iron part. The iron part has a ring, and to that iron part a handle, wooden handle is there. So I'll just draw it so that it becomes easy to understand. This is a sickle, and we have this is a iron ring, and this is the wooden handle. This part is the wooden handle of the sickle. सिक्कल का ये वुडन हैंडल है जो कि आयरन का एक रिंग होता है, उसमें फंसाया गया होता है. Then you must have seen the gardener with this. It has a wooden handle, and here a iron ring is there. Now similarly, the wooden this is the wooden handle. Now what is done to insert that wooden handle in the ring, which is also made up of iron? लोहे का ही टूल होता है और लोहे का ही वो रिंग होता है जिसमें कि वुडन हैंडल आपका इंसर्टेड होता है. नाउ हाउ डू दी blacksmiths? They insert the wooden handle in the iron ring. Now the wooden handle is generally made of a smaller size. थोड़ा छोटा साइज का बनाया जाता है. And what is done? they heat the iron ring or the iron tool with the ring. They heat the iron tool with the ring, and on heating the iron part, the ring, it expands. Once it expands, the wooden handle is inserted into that ring. जब वो expand कर जाता है, wooden handle उसमें घुसा दिया जाता है, and after that the ring is cooled down by putting water on it, and on cooling it contracts, and as it contracts it just fixes with the wooden handle tightly, and the wooden handle is not, we are not able to take out that wooden handle easily, because the iron ring, wooden handle is small, iron ring is also small, but it is like it is expanded by heating, so that the wooden handle easily goes inside that tool, and after that on cooling it contracts and fixes it tightly. So this is a method which is used by the blacksmiths. Even the when we fix the cart wheel, the same process is done. Now I will just read from the book so that it becomes more clear. Have you seen these tools, and how the wooden handle is fixed in these tools? Now reading from your book. The iron blade of these tools has a ring in which the wooden handle is fixed. Normally the ring is slightly smaller in size than the wooden handle. To fix the handle, the ring is heated and it becomes slightly larger in size. It expands on heating. Now the handle easily fits into the ring. एक्चुअली जब हम उसको हीट करते हैं तो आयरन एक्सपैंड हो जाता है, द साइज ऑफ द रिंग इंक्रीजेस, एंड वी देन पुट दी wooden handle, and on cooling it contracts and takes it like the handle is tightly becomes tightly packed with the iron tool. Now the handle easily fits into the ring. When the ring cools down, it contracts and fits tightly on the handle. तो रिंग आपका हैंडल के साथ बहुत ज्यादा टाइटली फिट हो जाता है, एंड इट डज नॉट कम आउट इजीली ऑन वर्किंग अगेन एंड अगेन. नाउ सच अ चेंज इज ऑल्सो यूज्ड फॉर फिक्सिंग द मेटल रिम ऑन अ वुडन व्हील ऑफ अ कार्ट. ऐसा ही मेथड है, यही मेथड है जो कि हम वुडन कार्ट के जब कार्ट के जो रिंग्स होते हैं, आपके व्हील्स होते हैं, कार्ट व्हील में भी हम सेम प्रोसेस यूज करते हैं, वेयर द रिंग ऑफ द कार्ट व्हील इज मेड अप ऑफ आयरन. जो रिंग होता है, आउटर जो पार्ट होता है, आउटर पार्ट इज मेड अप ऑफ आयरन एंड द इनर पार्ट इज मेड अप ऑफ वुड. ये वुडन पार्ट होता है, इसके ऊपर हम, और यहाँ पे भी आपका दिस इज द रिंग पार्ट, आयरन पार्ट, और यहाँ पे आप ये वुडन आप देखते होंगे wheel में, these are all wooden structures. Now what is done? The iron and this iron outside and this iron, it is heated. It is heated, and on heating it just expands. Then the wooden part is fixed inside the iron part. The wooden part is fixed inside the iron part. Now reading from your book, such a change is also used for fixing a metal rim on a wooden wheel of a cart, as it is shown in your books. Again, the metal rim is made slightly smaller than the wooden wheel. On heating, the rim expands and fits onto the wheel. Cold water is then poured over rim, which contracts and fits tightly into the wheel. Now you can see from the book, this is a metal ring which is like made smaller in size. Now on heating, the iron expands, and when it expands, the wooden part is fixed into this iron rim. You can see the wooden part here. The wooden part is fixed into the iron rim, and in this way the cart wheel is it gets ready. When we similarly we can see, when we heat the water in pan, it just expands, the liquid takes into the gaseous state. So gaseous state, in when the water vapors, then when the water changes into water vapors, it expand हो जाता है आपका, and when it is cooled, it contracts. When it is cooled, when it cools down, it contracts. Now same process is seen in case of evaporation. Water changes into vapors and it expands. Now we have all seen melting of ice also. ice also melts when it is heated. चलिए, now it is easily to convert ice into water and water into water vapors by heating. And if ice changes into water when it gets heated, and water changes into water vapors on heating, and vapors change into liquid form on cooling. This we have already done under evaporation and condensation. Now moving to next change, which is the burning of a candle. Burning of a candle. So this is important. How would you describe the process of burning of the candle? Burning of candle को आप कैसे describe करेंगे? Is it a reversible process or irreversible process? Burning of a candle. Now you have seen when you light a candle, the the wax starts to melt, and the candle keeps on burning. आपकी मान लीजिए, I will explain with the help of some data. Suppose you have a candle, it is burning, and the length of the candle is 10 centimeter. Suppose you have a candle which is 10 centimeter long. Now when it gets burned, you see that the wax keeps on like melting of wax. Melting of wax is there. Now if we collect that wax, अगर हम वो वैक्स इकट्ठा कर लें, तो आप कहेंगे कि उस वैक्स को हम कैंडल में ऐड कर देंगे तो कैंडल का साइज सेम हो जाएगा. इट विल बी अ रिवर्सिबल प्रोसेस, हम ऐसा कह सकते हैं. बट लेट अस सी क्या होता है. मान लीजिए द कैंडल इज बर्निंग एंड इट इज अ 10 सेंटीमीटर कैंडल, एंड आफ्टर बर्निंग इट इज नाउ the length has decreased to 6 centimeter. If we see this, we will say that this is an irreversible process because the height has come down to 6 centimeter. Now if we collect the wax and melt that wax and later want to add that wax to the candle, so we will have to increase the height to 4 centimeters more. But the molten wax, if added, will increase the height to some extent. थोड़ा सा आपका बड़ा हो जाएगा. अगर जितना हम मोल्टन वैक्स इकट्ठा करेंगे उसको अगर मान लीजिए हम कैंडल में जोड़ भी देते हैं, then also the candle will become of 8 centimeter. 8 centimeter. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? Why I am telling you all these things? इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि to some extent we can reverse the process of burning. हमने कैंडल बर्न की जिसमें वैक्स हमारा बर्न हुआ, लेकिन मोल्टन वैक्स हमने इकट्ठा किया तो हम कैंडल को उसी लेंथ का बना सकते हैं, तो ये रिवर्सिबल प्रोसेस हो जाएगा. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होगा. थोड़ा बहुत जितना भी वैक्स मेल्ट होके हम कलेक्ट करेंगे तो कैंडल में अगर हम जोड़ना चाहें, we will get only a candle which was earlier 10 centimeter, we can get minimum of 8 centimeter, maximum of 8 centimeter long candle. So what does this shows? This shows that the process is both reversible as well as irreversible or non-reversible. इसलिए क्यों? Because when the candle burns, the wax gets molten, but not all the wax it will get melted. Some of the wax will be used in the process of burning and it will go. The wax will not be there, though some of the wax will be there. कुछ wax आपका मेल्ट होके कैंडल पे ही रहेगा, उसको हम वापस लगा सकते हैं, जोड़ सकते हैं. If we melt the candle and again make a new candle, so some of the wax remains there in the form of which has come down as molten wax, but some part of that wax will be used in the process of burning. So if we talk about the burning of a candle is a process which is both reversible as well as irreversible. सो दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, प्लीज आप ध्यान से समझें इसको। ये एक ऐसा प्रोसेस है जो कि रिवर्सिबल भी है और इरिवर्सिबल भी है, बिकॉज थोड़ा बहुत हमें वैक्स मिल जाएगा, उसको हम ऐड कर सकते हैं, इन दैट केस इट बिकम्स रिवर्सिबल प्रोसेस। बट the wax which is used in burning will not be collected as in the form of molten wax. Some of the wax will be utilized and it just vanishes, it just changes into gas and moves, it is used, वो यूज हो चुका होता है, और उसके बाद दैट वैक्स कैन नॉट बी, वी कैन नॉट गेट बैक दैट वैक्स। तो बर्निंग ऑफ अ कैंडल इज बोथ reversible as well as irreversible process. So this was important. Now we will learn about some more processes. Now can you, if I will just take from your book, read from your book. Again reading from here, activity 7. Take a small candle and measure its length with a scale. Fix it at a suitable place and light it. Now let it burn for some time. Now blow out the candle and measure its length again. Can the change in the length of the candle be reversed? If we were to take some wax in a pan and heat it, can this change be reversed? Now repeat activity 7 with an incense stick. Now if we have talked about the burning of candle, and I had told you that this is a reversible as well as irreversible process, both the processes takes place side by side. Now instead of candle, if we burn an incense stick, अगर मान लीजिए हम एक अगरबत्ती जला लेते हैं, तो will it be both reversible और irreversible? एक हम अगरबत्ती जलाते हैं, उसको जला के छोड़ देते हैं, and after some time we can feel the smell. We can feel the smell of that incense stick in the air, though we cannot see, but we can feel that the incense stick is burning. And what do we get after the incense stick is burned? We just get the ash. So burning of a candle and burning of an incense stick is a different process. Both processes are different. And in burning of a candle, it has both reversible and irreversible process, but the burning of incense stick, which is agarbatti, is an irreversible process. After the incense stick gets burned, we are not able to get it back, so this process becomes irreversible. Now moving further, so far we have discussed the changes occurring in a given object or its material. What about the changes that occur when two substances are mixed together? अब ऐसा क्या है? What about the changes that occur when two substances are mixed together? अब उन changes की हम बात करेंगे जहाँ पे हम दो different चीज़ों को मिला देते हैं, when we mix two substances. In chapter 4 we dissolved salt in water. Do you think a change occurred in salt or in water? Change हुआ था. There was a change when we added salt in the water. The water started tasting salty. There was a change, though we could not see the salt which was dissolved in water. But when we tasted that water, it had salty taste in that. Is it possible to reverse this change? Wait. In chapter 5, we learned how to separate salt from its solution in water, and we can say that the change due to dissolving salt in water can be reversed. ये हम बोल सकते हैं because in chapter 5 when we had done separating of different substances, we had learned that if salt water is there, we can easily separate salt from the water. So when the salt is dissolved in water, this change can be reversed. So from our previous knowledge, we can easily say that when we dissolve salt in water, particularly salt in water, not everything, when we dissolve salt in water, the change takes place, the water becomes salty, but we can reverse this change. So this is all for today. Tomorrow we will continue and learn some more changes, how different things are changed when we mix two or more opponents. This was all for today. Please read the content and do the exercise side by side. Thank you.